I mean, for the most part, geez.
Yeah. And I think if he had his face forward and wasn't kind of scrunching up a little bit, I think it would look a lot more like it.
Yeah, totally. Even the eyebrows. Look at that.
Let's go, big boy. Come
Even
on,
the
big boy.
eyebrows.
Yeah, she nailed it.
I mean, this is uncanny.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Oh
good.
shit, we won.
Yeah, no one is
What the
arrested.
fuck?
Charged with change. But is anybody else frustrated with the fact that
That's a Mike Tyson reference.
oh my God, no, we don't. We don't. You have to stop listening to people, please. If there's anything I can tell anybody, y'all stop. I'm not, but just, but I'm gonna tell you this: believe none of what you hear and half of what you see.
You can't teach a
That's
person
all
anything.
you. My God! Now we got 4 charges against us.
Oh my God!
No, honey, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't.
They tried to
Jesus,
call 4 times.
they tried. Yeah, they tried, and it was unsuccessful.
Be careful now.
I'm stopping. Okay, we're not talking about nothing. We ain't talking about.
Yeah, we told everybody as they were coming in, no drama, no hate, no nothing negative, or it'd be removed.
Yeah. There are no charges, y'all. Just please take me at my word.
No, they tried to charge us 4 times.
Yeah.
You illiterate child. None of them stuck.
And then we're moving on.
And what?
And now we're moving on.
Yeah.
I do too, Char. And I got to tell you, like, what about these? Hey, Jordan, good to see you, girl. Hey, boo thing. What about these? Okay, that's 2 houses that have been raided in a week. So,
yep.
I think it's safe to say the first property has no relevance, right? There was no persons of interest. They just got it wrong on there.
Possibly. They're still looking into that whole situation.
Okay. Happy Valentine's Day.
There was the guy at the apartment right before dark that they got yesterday and detained him.
Okay.
And then there was the house. Well, the Land Rover, it was a whole different, I don't think that's the name of the car, is it? What is it called? A Range Rover or whatever. Anyways, it was
Range Rover.
The car that left from that house.
Stream, you know what I mean?
They want to know who the guy is on the left.
The guy on the
TikTok,
yeah, okay.
One person, not the other.
Yeah, we can try to do that.
Probably on TikTok.
Lolly, hold on, can you explain who the guy on the left is?
The gray vehicle that they were looking for that ran away, got in the accident.
This is him?
And yeah, that's him.
Oh, so this is the guy that Dolly come across.
Now, the other one is the sketch from the man on the porch.
Okay. Wow.
So that might be why he did what he did to himself.
Wow. This is so convoluted now, y'all.
Did we have video of the guy getting shot?
No, I don't think he got shot. I think it was a wreck. That's what they're saying.
Well, no.
Hit and run.
Wait a minute.
It was like just a fender bender type hidden, wreck. He got out of his vehicle because SWAT was behind him. They were chasing him, and
I've not seen anything about him.
That's when he pulled the gun to his head.
Oh no! So Lolly said it was a hit and run. The cops was after him. He got into the wreck. He got out of the car, took off running. That's when he pulled out the and himself. And they're being so quiet about that.
Why would he do that if he was?
All the articles have been taken down.
What the heck?
Yeah.
And
that's
as
what I'm
Dolly
saying. I'm not
swears
seeing
he's
anything
seen.
about it. They're being very quiet about it.
I'm so.
I think it's they're controlling the narrative. You know what I mean?
I think they're
Watch
trying to
this.
keep
They're
as
going to come out with this
much
guy, and then they're
quiet
going to
as they
say
can about
he was everything,
every
and then
aspect.
There wasn't
I'm
anybody
so
who
confused though, because everybody in chat saying that there wasn't
no, it wasn't.
a
It was
shot.
a hit. It was a hit and run.
Dolly's got it on camera, right?
I don't.
Dolly, ask Dolly. He'll
Can you
tell
not go
you.
back to what Dolly's got?
Dolly had to take it down, whatever it was. So
Yeah.
Was
But
probably
he
the best
was
thing to
doing a
do.
live tonight to explain to everybody exactly what happened because
He
so
was
many
smart for
things
taking
were
it
being
down.
said
He had
that
to, or
Dolly's the
he
one
thought it
that
was the best thing to do.
I
pulled the
think he had to.
trigger
Somebody
to he's going to be called into court because he was part of it. He got himself mixed up in it. To Dolly was the one that was no longer alive. You wouldn't believe the rumors going around today.
Jesus. Okay. So
He
here's
was doing a live tonight to explain everything. And what he said yesterday was, and I was watching it live, that man laying on the ground, he said, let's just say I saw exactly what happens when a pew pew is put to the head. That was Dolly's words.
even though he didn't do that at all.
People were saying that's not what happened. He got ran over. He got hit by the car.
I don't know shit.
I don't know. I can't say. I
And
wasn't
this is
there.
part of the problem.
Yeah.
Nobody's telling the same story at all.
Right. That's why I'm saying we need to wait for the news.
Yeah. Sweet C says, OMG. He says the guy looked like he was shot. The guy looked so bad. Okay. So look, we
Yeah.
you know,
All I
we
know
don't
is
know.
what Dolly said.
Yeah. So
That's where I'm going by. That's what got put in several news articles.
yeah, here's what I'm gonna go with. There was a hit, there was a police chase. Somebody got hurt, potentially passed away, and they're quiet as hell about it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I know. And I hope Dolly's okay. That's all that's crazy. He was hit by a car. Either way it goes, y'all, it's bad.
Play Brian Enton's latest video, please.
Okay, hold on. Let me go pull it up. Look, we're just, and I'm sure Dolly's, Lolly's doing the best she can too, y'all. I mean, this is
like I said, I'm repeating the words Dolly said because he was right there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Going by what he said, there was news articles that said the same thing. So that's all I knew.
This is crazy. I'm going to Brian Enton's latest video. Okay, let's see. This is crazy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really reminding me of Cavalcante, like how it's drawing out. All right, 3 hours ago. Let's see. All right, hold on. Here's Brian Enton. That's right. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see.
Checking out my show. I really, really appreciate it. Please click to subscribe. It is Saturday. Been here almost 2 weeks. I'm outside Nancy Guthrie's house. Just kind of found like a quiet place up here off the main drag to talk to you guys. And I kind of wanted to go over everything new that I've learned today in relation to what happened last night. You guys remember last night was this crazy,
here we go,
basically SWAT raid that I got in the middle of. There were 2 people detained at a house about 2 miles from here, 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's house, a man and a woman. It's my understanding that it was mom and son. They went to the house with the SWAT team. It was a massive presence, and the man and the woman, again, I believe it's the mom and the son from what I'm hearing, came out and there was no issue. They basically, came out, didn't resist at all, and were questioned. And then at the same time, there was a traffic stop very close by outside of Culver's, which is like a fast food place, where another man was stopped and detained and questioned, and that person also has a connection back to the house where the other two were detained, where the SWAT team was. So new today, I am learning from the sheriff. I was texting with the sheriff this morning, the Pima County Sheriff, Chris Nanos. He said that there were no arrests, that they were working off of a lead, that's what started all of this, and that they have not located Nancy Guthrie. And I learned later in the day that it was a federal search warrant that they were conducting at that house, which makes sense to me because I saw a ton of FBI there, and then I saw even more FBI arrive about an hour after the initial SWAT teams arrived. And it was a federal search warrant, which I'm going to talk to Steve Moore, my friend, who's a retired FBI agent who has done a ton of these search warrants in his career, about sort of what he sees, what stands out to him about what happened last night. But just so you guys know, when it's a federal search warrant, that means almost always a federal judge or federal magistrate has to sign the warrant, which means there has to be things in that warrant that justify the search. And it can't just be something vague usually. And Steve is going to explain that. So while the sheriff is saying there were no arrests, that doesn't mean that this is necessarily over. And that's what my sources are also saying, that they are still investigating whatever brought them to that house last night. And you know that they look at the electronics, likely got DNA from people, and they can try and connect that DNA back to Nancy Guthrie's house. Because remember, we were told that there was DNA found inside Nancy Guthrie's house that does not belong to Nancy Guthrie and does not belong to anyone close to her. So it is a stranger's DNA, perhaps the kidnapper's DNA. So they can now go, when they get these tips and these people that they want to talk to, they can swab them for DNA, and then they can compare it to the DNA in the house. And you're going to hear Steve explain this in a second. But what happens is, if there's a search warrant on the house, that's different than a search warrant getting someone's DNA. But if they show up to your house with a search warrant, they may just say, hey, can we voluntarily swab your mouth? And if you had nothing to do with it, and you're like, why are you even at my house to begin with? You'd think that most people would cooperate and just let the FBI swab to just sort of like clear them. Because we know they've swabbed a lot of people for DNA so far. The sheriff has said that. Just trying to rule people out, essentially. So all of that is going on behind the scenes involving what we saw last night. And if you want the full debrief on the whole SWAT operation, go back and take a look at my episode from, sorry, I thought I heard something. Go back and look at, I'm like scared of rattlesnakes out here. I know that's crazy. I don't even know if there are rattlesnakes, but like, I'm not a desert guy. I'm from Florida. So like every little noise, I'm like used to gators and that kind of thing, but these desert like critters, I'm not used to. So that's why I thought I heard something. But if you want the full lowdown on the SWAT situation, go back and look at my video from last night, and I'll walk you through everything that happened. But again, no arrests. It was a federal search warrant, and I'm told by sources that there's still an investigation ongoing involving it, although, you know, no one was arrested. They were detained for questioning and let go, essentially. Also, there was a Range Rover, which is interesting, that was also close to where the traffic stop was, that was processed by the FBI very, very carefully, and then towed away. And we're trying to find out the relevance of that and how that connects into all of this. So I'll keep you posted on all of that. I'm joined now by Steve Moore.
All right, so that gives us some answers.
Oh hell yeah, I got a fucking death.
It's a little frustrating still. But what do you guys think? Bailey, can you guys hear me? Chat.
I hear you.
Okay. Lord have mercy. This
It's
is
a mess.
It's absolutely a mess. And I heard that some journalists are frustrated with Brian too, because he's getting like preferential treatment, you know, like
Yeah, he was allowed inside the SWAT area. He watched it all happen. Everybody else had to stay back.
That's crazy. Why that kind of shit makes me side-eye and question things.
Yeah. A lot of people have said that, but you know, and I've been watching a lot of JLR, but JLR was told the same thing, and he said, well, he is the GOAT. He's the best. And I was like, okay, well, you know, he wasn't trashing him or anything, but a lot of people were frustrated from what I've heard.
Well, I can respect that. There's no space for jealousy and competition. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
They're all there to do the same job. I'm going to be honest with you. With what happened to Dolly and me coming from, you know, the conspiracy world and all of that, it
Mhm.
honestly makes me not want to be boots on the ground. I wouldn't want to put myself in a position where I stumble across something
And that's exactly what he did. He thought he was
that I'm
going
not
to see
supposed
the
to.
SWAT,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's not what he saw. So,
Mm-mm.
listen, don't want to be rude, but I got to get off before my phone dies.
No, you're okay, love. Thank you
We're
so much.
still